Welcome to the inaugural Let's Wrench featuring my Mazdaspeed6. I got this car through a series of unfortunate events, really, and it's a good car. It runs fine. The only issue is it doesn't move because it needs a clutch. Now, on a normal longitudinally mounted engine with manual transmission, it's not that bad. You drop the drive shaft, drop the transmission, switch it out, Bob's your uncle, you're in. On a transverse engine, much like my Veloster, it's a little more involved. You have to do some removals and some squishing and some shifting, and the transmission comes out kind of a pain in the ass. Now, on this car, as some of you may know, it's a all-wheel drive turbo, and well, the turbo really doesn't have anything to do with the clutch change, but that means it's a transverse mounted engine with a manual transmission with a transaxle and transfer case that shoots it back to the back. So all of that has to come out. The subframe, axles, everything. I'm going to end up supporting the engine on a jack at some point in time. But I'm going to get to it. It's going to be a pain, and I really don't want to. But it should be a cool daily when it's all said and done. I received this car in the condition that it is now, exactly as you see it. But if it was already on jack stands when you got it, how'd you move it? Trade secret. I've done nothing but hate these yellow lights. That's going to have to be completely sanded and blasted down. These wheels are terrible. They're going to go away. I don't mind the metallic eggplant that they put on these cars. It actually looks pretty in sunlight. The stickers are a little ridiculous. Got boost, yes. I'm going to take the no fat chick sticker off, but the rule still applies. Taillights, I'm pretty sure those are stock. They always looked a little weird to me. Other than that, it seems to be relatively stock. I know there's a Cobb intake on it. I don't know if the high pressure fuel pump has been redone, and I don't know if there's a tune. I pretty much don't know anything until I can get this clutch in this car and drive it. Alright, car's up on jacks, ready to go to start this madness. I'm going to start with the wheels first, obviously, then the axles, and work my way in. And break time! I have removed 6 bolts, 2 clips, and 1 intercooler. I'll have you know. At this rate, it should be done in about 3 years. And you know, it's really not that bad of a job when you think about it. So, it could be worse. It could be like a diesel truck or any Triumph or an old Lotus. No, it's just a Japanese shitbox. This bumper's been repainted. Poorly. Update. Up to this point, we've removed the intercooler, the turbo intake pipe, the short ram intake, and the shifty lever liney things, and everything up top has been removed that has to, so the transmission can come the fuck out. The fun shit is on the bottom. Everything else here was fairly simple, but I decided to take it as a leisurely pace. Another top tip. I've gone and stuck as many of the bolts as I can back in their original location. Some people don't like to do this. I do, because I'm not a masochist and I don't want to remember where a bolt goes, or even better, have extra parts left over. Granted, the reduction in weight is a performance gain, but sometimes they're a little more crucial than they're worth. Zoom, zoom, backwards is moose, moose. Mic's on, right? Yeah, I remember the mic. Yeah. Also this, I can't recommend it enough. The only thing I'd recommend over this is Aero Coil. It's harder to find, but if you see a bright orange bottle next to the PB Blaster, get the orange Aero Coil instead. Highly recommend it. If the alphabet was a person, how many eyes would it have? And over in the Dad Skunk Works, we've got some shelves. Gonna put some shoes in them. Pretty well made. I hope so. It'll help me make my shelves. Pineapple would make this terrible. Fucking Yankee cars, man. Rust all up in this bitch. Bacon will make this really good. Well, that wraps up day one of the Mazdaspeed clutch job. This has been another Les Wrench, and I'm glad I could help you not learn anything in particular. Certainly nothing useful.